What's going on, y'all? I want to clear the air on helping a lot of people figure out this investment thing, because a lot of people have this mindset that you have to have a lot of money to invest. That's 100% false. That is the first thing. Let's clear out. You do not have to have a lot of money to invest. I'm finna show you a way that you can invest with $5 a day, and if you have time on your side, you can still be a millionaire. But even if you won't have $1 million, you will have a substantial amount of money that you can live off comfortably, okay? The thing about investing is you don't have to have a lot of money to put into the stock market, but the more time you have, the better off you will be. So I'm gonna give you three scenarios. I use the 1-year-old kid, I use the 18-year-old adult, and then I use the middle-aged adult of the age of 30. So the first scenario, this person is gonna be 18-year-old. They were, in my mind, they're working at McDonald's or some store, not making a lot of money, but they're saving $5 a day and putting it into the stock market. Okay, so this 18-year-old kid, and why I use $5 is that's because that's the cost of a cup of coffee. And we all know that most people go out and buy a cup of coffee or some fast food sandwich. So we do have $5 a day. So let's jump right into it. So this 18-year-old, they're gonna say $5 a day, that's $135 a month. And on average, for the last 30 years, the stock market has went up on average 12%. So I did use a 12% ratio, but I firmly believe that you can get a better ratio. But so this is gonna be very conservative in my perspective. So $5 a day, $135 a month. Let that compound from the age of 17 to the age of 67. At the age of 67, you will have invested $79,380. That is out of pocket what you've put in. But this account with compounded interest is now valued at $4,677,892. So you've gained over $4.5 million just by not buying a cup of coffee every day. That's phenomenal. Now, if we go and we max out our Roth IRA and put $500 a month, the reason I'm saying $500 is because the U.S. government allows you to put $6,000 a year into a Roth IRA. So if you break that up, that's gonna be $500 a month. The same scenario, we have an 18-year-old kid retiring at the age of 67. Now you put $500 a month in there, you're still getting the same 12% compounded interest. At the age of 67, it's not $4,677 like the kid who spent $135. If you put $500 in there, it's $17,325,505. So the kid that put the $500, he has or she has almost $13 million more than the kid who put $135. But that is not to deter you. You have to start in your lane. And I think we all can save $5 a day. You know, maybe your first year you do $5 a day, then next year $6 a day, and then you grow. That's the way of the world, to continuously grow. Now, let's say a middle-aged person who didn't start saving until the age of 30. So we're gonna go the same scenario. They're saving $5 a day, so they have the $140 a month, 12% interest. This person at the age of 67, they're gonna have $1,146,961. As you can see, the kid who started at the age of 18, had a substantially larger amount of money because you need time. Compounded interest take time. Now, let's go to the other scenario where the middle-aged person, they maxed out their Roth IRA. They put $500 into this Roth IRA every month. This person will have $14,096,289. but they will have only put in $222,000. So you're not putting in the most amount of money. The compounded interest is working, and that's where 95% of the money coming from. The last scenario I did it as if a parent started a UPMA brokerage account for their kid, and they just put $5,000 in there, and they never put another dollar in there. So I have a 1-year-old daughter, and I did this with her in mind, like taking $5,000, putting it to this UPMA account, and never putting another penny in it. This is only the $5,000 investment. It's gonna occur the 12% interest, and still retirement age of 67. Now, off of a $5,000 investment, only $5,000, never putting money in it again like the other account. The grand total at the age of 67 would be 13 million. I stand corrected. $13,228,137. Now the initial investment of $5,000 only accounts for 0.03779% of this money. Not even 1%, not even 0.5%. This is literally like, if I even had to round up, like 0.04, not even 0.1%. So this whole account would be basically free money that was gained off compounded interest. So as you can see, the earlier you start, the better off you will be. So never even get deterred. I don't care if you're 40, 45. You have to start somewhere, because we can never backtrack and go back. I want to be 1 year old now that I know this, but I can't. So I have to go forward from where I'm at right now. Don't have the burden on your back that you have to have a lot of money to get into the stock market investments. You really don't. That's where a lot of people get confused and they get deterred. But the other thing is, money doesn't grow overnight. Money grows slowly. Then it's an exponential curve where it's flat, and then once it takes off very fast. So in the beginning, the money grows slow, but don't watch the account, And if you're wondering where I get the 12% from, that's going off of the S&P 500. You can literally don't even worry about what stocks you're gonna buy. If you buy the S&P 500, it's gonna do the work itself, But as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. I just come on here to give out advice on financial freedom, trying to build a community of investors who can share their knowledge and share how they've grown their wealth. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Liking this video actually helps out a lot. It helps YouTube and the YouTube algorithms know that you like the content that I'm putting out, so it can get to more platforms. Until the next video, y'all remember, this is Enso Speak, $1 Million Cup of Coffee.